What's up, guys? Battered Skull Summit here with my first ever gameplay video. I recorded something earlier, but the audio was all out of whack. The game volume was way too loud, so I'm trying again here. So I'm playing Dawn of War 2 Elite. It's a mod for Dawn of War 2 Retribution. Basically, it's a balanced mod for the multiplayer. Now, the thing is, you'll see here 402 players online. Now, I'm not going to play against actual people for a couple of reasons. Number one, I'm not that good at the game yet, and they're, you know, if you've seen StarCraft players, these guys are the same. They're really hardcore, really good at this game, and I don't want to get stomped. So, I'm going to play a private bot match as my favorite faction by far, the Imperial Guard. These guys are the backbone. They're the ones that make it tick. You know, they protect the human race from all the Xenos, okay, the Tyranids, Necrons, Chaos. They're not really aliens, but they're like demons, you know. And they're just, you know, they're just dudes. They're just dudes with like laser guns, okay? Like, in this game they're not that powerful. They're like about as powerful as, say, it's kind of like as powerful as like a 7.62 NATO round, you know, like an M14. It's about that strong, comparatively speaking. But they're just dudes with like, I mean, yeah, they have tanks and stuff, but these guys have brazen you-know-whats, alright? Because they go to battle, and they're almost guaranteed to die, but they die for the cause, and that cause is keeping the rest of humanity safe. That's why I dig the Imperial Guard. Now, you have a few options for your commander. This guy is more like defensive. He has like a retinue with him, stormtroopers that kind of help protect him. Commissar, he's fun. He's really up front, protecting your dudes. Or not. He can also shoot them in the head, tell the rest of the dudes to get back in the fight, basically. That's pretty cool. And then my favorite, the Inquisitor. She is a great example of like a really cool, like, female, kicks butt, she takes names too, but she's not like, oh, look at my cleavage, oh! Nah, she's like, listen, I'm here for business, so I wear my business attire. Check out the hat, it's got the eye saying that she is in fact an Inquisitor, meaning that she's in charge, okay. Basically, Inquisitors in this universe, they outrank pretty much everyone else except the Emperor himself. So, and when I say that, I mean she could show up on a planet and be like, let's blow it up, and they would blow it up if she told them to. So, I'm going to play Inquisitor, and I'll get into the gameplay against a random... I'm just going to go normal computer. I tried Expert earlier, and it's kind of too intense trying to talk and play the game. So, let's play a game. So this is a real-time tactics kind of strategy game. I emphasize real-time tactics because there's no base building, and the economy is really like straightforward. It's not like you're not worrying about building too much. There's only one structure that you really build for your economy, and that's called, you know, power nodes and power generators. But it's mostly down to the tactics, and that's why I actually prefer this game over the first Dawn of War. And definitely the third Dawn of War. I do not like the third Dawn of War game. It's much more focused on the actual combat. It's less about resource management, which is how it should be on a battlefield. You don't see guys like just building a barracks, really, in like 5 minutes or like 30 seconds, and then just popping dudes out. Like, that's not how it works. If you're on the battlefield, then you have what you have. You don't just randomly build stuff. And if you do build stuff, it's really simple stuff. You know, it's not like a barracks. Yeah, like, oh yeah, I'm just going to build a barracks here in the middle of nowhere, and I guess we'll just recruit people from thin air to come fight for us. No, it doesn't make sense. So I actually really like this game. And with the mod, it's really nice and balanced. So this is probably my favorite Dawn of War experience, actually. I always build a lot of generators. Oh, they have orcs.
Go ahead, sir.
Oh lord, that guy does a lot of damage. What's that? That's a tech marine. Okay. These are... No, he's killed 3 of my guys. Okay. Oh, this is not starting off too well.
A power node.
Power node. Alright, here we go. These are tactical marines. And my witch hunter lady starts off with an ability called Hammer of Witches. Cast that on them. It's kind of like a spell basically. It does nice damage, stuns them. And when she gets into close combat, she should do okay. I guess she's not that strong. Like the tactical marines are pretty good, but they're shouldn't be beating her. Here, I'm gonna cast. Try and get them to break. Oh, she killed one. Okay, so that's good. Wow, I'm not microing very well. Okay.
Acadians are always ready. Infantry reinforcements are ready.
Some more dudes.
So the generator is online.
How do they have so many marines already? I notice they tend to focus on their scouts and stuff, so I'm gonna try and get an APC my Chimera, and that should be able to counter pretty well because the marines aren't that great at like anti-armor. They do have stuff like Devastator squads, which can have las cannons. I think the Spartan laser kind of really good against. Now, before you say this is a rip-off of Halo, this universe predates Halo by like a lot, so that's and when I say that, I mean the first version of this game came out in like 82 or something. This universe called Rogue Trader. That's fun. This thing's about to explode. That's not good. Let's pull him back. Build.
So the generator is online.
I want to go tier 2. I don't have the monies. Hoping I don't lose this one. Against computer, that would just be kind of embarrassing. Let's build another guardsman squad, I guess. Yeah, the guardsmen are just your bread and butter, everyday dudes. You know, definitely not weekend warriors. Because, well, yeah, the Imperial Guard don't have an easy time when it comes to their engagements. Basically, almost everyone they fight is like way stronger than them. You know, you have aliens that will tear their faces off, and yeah. Another fun fact, history lesson. StarCraft was originally being developed under the license of Games Workshop, which is it was going to be a 440,000 game. And then when they had their license revoked, I can't remember the reason why it was revoked, but they made their own IP, and it turned out to be a pretty big mistake on the part of Games Workshop, because as we all know, StarCraft is a little more popular than Warhammer 40,000. Even though I would argue the universe is much better than Warhammer 40,000. So I'm teching up here so that I can get better stuff, basic stuff about that. And once I get my Chimera, I'll be able to show you guys some of the kind of symbiotic relationships of the Imperial Guard. So I have my infantry going here to capture this. Okay. He died. He died. Near, far, wherever you are. Rip chicken walker.
Acadian, put yourselves in gear, soldiers. Get a move on, men.
He died.
In gear, soldiers. You know we're
Moment of silence.
Acadians,
All right.
get a move on, men.
So whenever things start going a little bit south, I like to build turrets. They're just kind of cheap, easy ways to keep them from doing like stupid, like, oh, I'm gonna send like one guy here. They sort of like, no, I'm gonna shoot you. And so those are useful for like when they're spamming scouts like this, you know. Chimera. Okay.
You get a move on, men.
I feel like I should upgrade these guys. I'm gonna give them.
Requisition is too low for that.
Here, I should be able to outshoot these guys. Believe it or not. Oh, okay, he built a turret. Okay, get out. Get out.
Get to cover, men.
This isn't good.
Put yourselves in
Kind of getting killed.
Now we've got a chance. Get a move on, men.
Okay. Send her up here. Yeah, this game is not very forgiving. I only really recommend it if you are experienced with real-time strategy games. It's pretty heavy on the micro. Here we go. See? No! I'm a turret! I will stop you from doing that, bad man! Oh no! Run away, Space Marine! Run away! Get cover, boys. Shoot them. Shoot them with your gun. See? They ran away.
On my way. Ah, a victory point.
And oh, Chimera. So yeah, I'm gonna roll that up. Pop these boys in there, and use them as a drive-by team. Drive-by, like in Compton. These are the Compton Guard. They guard Compton from the Bloods. No, I'm kidding. I'm not about that gang stuff, man. You know, I keep it straight. Plus straight, you know what I'm saying? Let's go over here and take this point. I'm gonna build a. I'm gonna go into tier 3. And tier 3 is where the Imperial Guard get interesting. They have some pretty big tanks! Pretty big tanks! And you'll see what I mean. See what I mean here in a moment. Hop out, capture that. And this Chimera can protect them. That's the kind of the name of the game. Armor protects the infantry, infantry heals the armor, and provides some extra firepower. It's kind of the name of the game for the guard. Ooh, uh-oh. I'm under attack. Load up, come on. Load up, load up. Hit it with your sword. Just getting shotted. Just getting shotted. Load up, load up, load up. Oh, this cheeky person. Come on, guardsman. Shoot back. What are you doing? Getting suppressed. Okay, good job. Good job getting suppressed, lady. Alright, come on. Come on, heal it, heal it, heal it. Oh no, this is good. Okay, come on. Reinforcements are arriving, sir.
Go ahead, sir.
Reinforcements. Mate. Another thing you'll notice is they're all like super British. And that's because, well, it's a British company that owns the IP. Oh, I can build a. I'm gonna build a Baneblade. I'm not gonna. You guys will see why I want to build a Baneblade. I won't even have to say a word. It's pretty cool. You'll see.
Strategic point spotted here.
Okay, so that's pretty cool. Can I build a? I'm gonna build a bunker here. Bunkers are pretty dope. Yeah, you're. Yeah. Let's see. We're gonna build a bunker. Nowhere up here? That's good. It's always good when you can't do literally anything. Oh my lord! Stop! Stop it!
The victory point is slipping
Murder
away.
witches. I'll show you. Build that turret. Oh, that's cute. Little turret? Little turret, huh? Let me just blow that up. Okay. Can I build it? Yes, I can. Okay, this will be pretty cool. You guys will see what I'm saying. Okay.
I'm departing now.
Capture this. Okay.
Get to cover, men.
Why can't I build a bunker here? I don't know. Why can't? I don't know. I don't know why I can't build a bunker there. You know what? I'm gonna be mean. So one of the reasons the computer is so easy in this game is they don't understand how to attack power units. Now, power is a really important resource. Therefore, not like having it is really bad. Now, when you build a power node, this is a power node. build that, it prevents you from capturing it. But you can just blow it up, like I just did. The computer doesn't understand that. Oh lord. Hop back in. Hop back in. Oh my god, hop back in. That was bad. So they just kind of parked a,
Show me our way.
so the computer can be
I
really
see what you
annoying.
have in mind.
Like it's maybe I just suck, but it's like really good at micromanaging and stuff. It's just really bad in terms of like
I will withhold this strike.
oh god, she's dead. Well, that doesn't matter, I have a blade. This is one of the reasons the Imperial Guard faction is actually pretty
Sir, it's just
good
not
for
possible.
noobs such as me. It's because they have just like I win
Point spotted here. Just
kind of units. You know, just I win. And once they hit the field, you know, there's stuff you can do, but it's not why you
is
can
slipping
do.
away.
For example, this unit that you see here. This is a Beyblade. It's not much. It's just a fortress with tracks on it and 11 guns. It's no big deal. What's that called? Oh, a demolisher cannon. Oh, that sounds cute. That's probably like a Nerf gun. You know, no big deal.
They've a solid
It's just a
200
fortress with tracks and guns that moves.
We're moving now.
These are guardsmen. They don't like you very much. Hey, it was already captured.
Go load in, soldiers.
Okay, so now I'm going to be extra mean because I just want to win this game. Just, you know, showing off this game to you guys, so I don't want to be too... I don't want to give them too much of a chance to beat me and therefore prevent me from uploading this video out of shame. So I'm going to... They might live. If they live, it's worth it. If they live, it's worth it. Run away. They won. Okay, shoot them, Beyblade, with your big guns. Shoot them! Kaboom! Shoot them up, so that they may die. In the canon, the lore, Space Marines and Imperial Guard don't fight that much because they're supposed to be allies. Not really allies, but just, you know, it's like the difference between the Marine Corps and the Army. You know, they
Sir, our advantage
don't
is
typically
slight.
fight each other. The only reason they do in this game is to make it actually interesting, and also,
They have 100
Um,
points, sir.
you know, like imagine a game where you can only play half the factions against each other. Like that wouldn't be too fun. But they do actually fight each other sometimes in the story because, like, say this Imperial Guard regiment, like they are heretics, you know, and the Space Marines come to cleanse them, or what have you. Like, oh, they don't believe in the Emperor, you know, so we have to shoot them. Or sometimes the Space Marines will go rogue, and the Imperial Guard has to fight them. So it does happen, just not that common, and it shouldn't happen. Okay, this is idiots.
Sir,
We're just gonna... I'm gonna blow you up. Watch this. No, blow them up. Shoot them. Shoot them with your guns. Alright, let's see. Guardsmen
You
here.
know we're ready. Get a
I'm
move
gonna
on,
upgrade
men.
them
Right.
now. Resurrect my
Such
lady.
small things cannot
For
be
the Emperor, sir.
Oh, I won.
Ever
Dun,
onwards.
dun, so yeah, unfortunately, I feel like that was kind of a stale game, but I really enjoy this game though. There's just a lot of tactics going on. If you're into more kind of micro-heavy armies, the Eldar are really great. They have like grenades and shields and psychic powers. But if you want like more kind of straightforward, old school, like, you know, just kind of makes sense gameplay, then you go Imperial Guard because they're just based really off of, you know, modern-ish, like, you know, World War II some Cold War, I guess, if you count the Chimera, kind of World War II style tactics. So they're the most normal army. But yeah, there's other factions as well. You got the Space Marines. They're also pretty forgiving. They just have really solid dudes. That's their thing. Their Space Marines are tough. They're good at fighting, shooting especially, and they have some options that are really like, they have their assault squads, which have jetpacks. They have decent mobility. I already explained the Eldar. They're just micro-intensive, but pretty dang good. They're very nimble, kind of guerrilla style, hit and run. They're elves in space, I'll put it that way. You also have the orcs. The orcs are basically just spam a ton of dudes and swarm you. Alternatively, you can spam a lot of dudes with guns that shoot you, and you can also get some really big orcs that smash you. So it all comes to smashing and shooting for orcs. The Tyranids are interesting. They have a lot of different options for playing. You can go just massive monsters, like look up a Carnifex. They're just massive dinosaur aliens, and they're fun. This game's awesome. I recommend you get it. It's on Steam. I think it's maybe $40 at most, probably maybe less now. And it's a fun game. If you're a StarCraft fan, I bet you'll like this. Yeah, so thanks for watching.
Classified.